We're gonna be making a cargo helicopter on a dusty trip. Let's get right into this. So we've done this before by using the helicopter to pick up the van, but this time we are gonna be picking up something much bigger. So anyway, there are two things we need. First off, we need a helicopter, which if you're doing this for yourself, you can basically use anything that flies. So you can use this helicopter, the UFO right here, or you could use the free-to-play helicopter, which is this one right here. This one may not work as good, but you could still use it. But anyway, let's equip this big one right here. And now the second thing we need is a rope gun. So let's open up our backpack and grab this. You can get this at the 20,000 meter checkpoint on the desert map, but basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop on the plains map, then we're gonna go ahead and fuel up our helicopter, and now we're gonna go ahead and fly all the way to 5,000 meters, because what we're gonna be picking up with this helicopter is not at spawn, and instead it's over at the river at 5,000 meters, and I'll show you all what we're gonna be picking up. We now made to 5,000 meters, and we're gonna stop right here, because what we're actually gonna pick up is the dock itself. So we're gonna be picking up this thing right here, because if you don't know, it's actually not attached to the ground, so we can actually pick it up if you have enough force. So we're gonna be using the rope gun to attach it to the helicopter, and I just realized I forgot the rope gun. Alright, well I guess I gotta go ahead and start over. We now made it to 5,000 meters once again. So let's go ahead and land the helicopter right here, and this time I did make sure to bring the rope gun. So let's go ahead and crack open our backpack, and let's grab it right here. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot a rope at the dock, then we're gonna shoot it to the helicopter, which we could just do it like this. I could shoot it and then just attach it, but since I did bring my alt count, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fly above just like that. So there we go, my alt scout is flying it, and now what we can do is we can shoot a rope like right there, and now we can just shoot at the helicopter, which we do gotta get the angle right, and I'm hoping that I did shoot the dock, because if we accidentally shot the ground, then we would have to restart. Anyway, it is quite difficult to aim it, but there we go. So that's one, and I'm pretty much just gonna do that for every corner, just so we can try to lift it up pretty evenly. And before we continue the video, I just want to say that I actually released a plushie, so you can go ahead and buy it in the description right now, and it hasn't been put into production just yet, but we do have some concept designs such as these two right here, so this one and this one, and if 200 people buy the plushie, then it will be put into production and y'all all can go ahead and get one. So if you're interested, go ahead and click the link in the description and go ahead and grab a plushie. So there we go, we got one on every corner. So let's go and move back, and alright, it did just move a little bit, and yeah, as we can see, it's just swaying in the water right now because it's like no longer like binded to the dock. And now if I start flying on my alt account, so let's go ahead and E to go up, and let's just quickly turn around. As we can see, we have the dock right there, which actually might get tangled. Let's go and move a little bit, which let's try moving forward, and there we go. So here we go, let's go and bring it down first real quick, and there we go. So we now have the dock, and we can just bring it wherever we want. And so there we go, we do have the poison effect since we did get like rain on us. But anyway, now we can just go ahead and toss the rope gun back in our backpack, and now we just have the dock. I will go ahead and die and respawn real quick just so we don't have this annoying effect on our screen the whole time. We now went ahead and revive, but now that we have this dock, we can pretty much just do whatever we want with it, which I kind of want to try fueling it up and then flipping the lever to see where it goes, because whenever you flip the lever, it's supposed to move forward, but since we're on land, I'm not too sure what would happen. Anyway, let's see if we can safely just stand on here while it flies, and so far we went up and it looks like we can't. Alright, let's try moving forward, and alright, it looks like we can't really move with it. So anyway, let's just bring it back real quick, and yeah, it just looks super weird right now. So anyway, let's just lay in the helicopter, and now let's just hop in it, and pretty much we're just gonna fly back over to spawn. Anyway, let's move forward, and maybe we could see it. I think we can see it if we fly forward, and yep, there we go. So if we fly forward and then quickly move back, we can just see it like swing upwards. But anyway, I equipped the tractor on my alt count, and we're gonna see if we can drive the tractor onto the dock. We now move back over to spawn, so let's go and land the helicopter, and let's check, and yes, we do still have the dock. So these ropes actually don't detach at all, which I don't know why, but for some reason my alt count lost the ability to fly the helicopter. Like if I try flying the helicopter on that account, it just doesn't move at all, and I think we might have just broke the game, because for some reason these wheels aren't even working. They're just like making it sink deeper into the ground. Let's actually try this one. So let's try taking the big wheel and let's try placing it, and yeah, for some reason this tractor just ain't working right now, but I guess we can still try it with the van. Well, let's actually use the regular car. I haven't used this car right here in ages, so we might as well use it for this challenge. And there we go, we went ahead and built the car, and we put a little bit of gas in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly the helicopter with my main account, and then with my alt account, I'm gonna go ahead and drive the car onto the thing, and we're gonna see if it works. Hopefully it does. So what we're gonna do, since we're at spawn, there's a little edge right there, so we're just gonna try driving the car onto that. So let's go ahead and fly, and let's move it over here. So we're now on the edge of the map, and I think about right there is good, but there is one problem, and the problem is I can't see the dock on my alt count unless I land the helicopter. So whenever I drive over here with my alt count, we won't be able to see where the dock is at all. It will just show it in its previous position, but hopefully we aligned it. So there's the car right there. I don't think it's gonna work, but we might as well try. So the dock is is just chilling right here on my main account. So on my alt account, the dock is just chilling right here. So if you look at the car down there, if I drive forward, we will actually crash into the dock. So there we go. We just crashed into it. So I doubt that's gonna work. Well, actually, we could probably find a better spot because right here, I doubt that's gonna work. So if we go maybe over here, right here is actually a good spot. Yeah, this spot actually might be perfect because once again, my alt account can't see the dock unless the helicopter is landed like that. So if I'm flying the helicopter, then it just doesn't work. So we have the car right here. So let's go ahead and start driving. I did have to get a fuel supply drop because we ran out of gas. But anyway, there's the helicopter right over there. So we're gonna try driving up this hill and hopefully it's not too steep. So anyway, let's try it. And there we go. That was actually super easy. So here's the dock right over here though. So let's try driving on it. And alright, I think we're kind of on it. So let's hop out. And yeah, we can probably just push it the rest of the way. So let's try pushing it. And there we go. So what we're gonna do is let's hop in. Let's pull the brake. And there we go. We parked the car. Let's go and grab one of these gas canisters now. And let's just make sure our helicopter is fueled up. And yeah, we were almost out. Alright, there we go. We're all fueled up. Let's go and attach that to the side. And now let's see if we can fly with it. I kind of doubt that we can. I'm assuming that's just gonna push it off just like how it pushed us off. But anyway, there we go. Let's go ahead and fly upwards. And I'm looking at it from my alt count, and right now it looks like it is working. Let's try moving forward. So by the way, this is a picture of what it's looking like from my alt count right now because the dog isn't even moving on it. But anyway, let's try moving forward, and no, it looks like it fell off. So it looks like it doesn't move with the dog, but you are able to go up and down with it. So if you look back there, there is just lying on the ground, but it looks like we are able to push it with the dog. So there we go. We just kind of pushed it a little bit. But anyway, let's try one more thing. So let's go and land the helicopter right here real quick, and let's go and fuel up the generator, and let's see if it moves with it. Let's go and fuel it up. I think it is working, and yeah, it's actually pushing us right now. So it's just pushing us this way. So if you really wanted to, we could just keep fueling this up and then seeing how far we go with it. Well, actually, I think it just crashed. It's still using fuel, but it's no longer moving. Let's try turning it around. So let's do this, and then it should start going backwards, and it will go backwards on the river, but right now it looks like it doesn't. We are able to go forward a little bit, so we can just go ahead and turn it off like that, and then if we push it backwards, we can hop on and it should go forward a little bit more. So yeah, there we go. I guess it just gets stuck in this one part. Well, anyway, let's move it over to the road and see if it drives on there. We're now in a completely open area, so let's go and turn it on and let's see if it works. So there we go. We got 7 liters. So let's go and turn it on, and let's go. It's working. Well, it looks like it did just stop right there because it's actually pulling on the helicopter, but for some reason it's like not moving the helicopter with it. So I think we actually have to move this forward first. But anyway, let's quickly bring it over here, and I accidentally drove it off the edge. Well, actually it looks like we just got lucky. It's barely on. Okay, we got super lucky right there. Anyway, let's go and start driving. Anyway, it looks like it's not moving right now. I don't know why. It looks like it's not pulling on the ropes at all, and I accidentally jumped out. No. All right, well, it looks like we lost the dock right there. Well, it was pretty cool that we were even able to do that, and yeah, I think we're just dead now. And yeah, there we go. Well, that's probably the craziest cargo helicopter that we ever made. It is limited to only the plains map. Like, we couldn't do it on the desert map because the dock isn't on there, but that was pretty crazy. But anyway, that is gonna be all for this video though, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you all in the next video.